fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. Put it in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never. One.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. Put it in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. Put it in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be her for your mom to your all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what, in the field like, yeah, all day like.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. Go to base. Let's make these babies proud on the way back home, yo.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Got it. Come on, guys. 55. Come on, D. Tie that left.
Throwing on second down. Jackson dancing to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the line. These guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
54 Mike. First down.
Brissett on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check three.
Here's Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
You ready to a gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 10. Mike's 54.
On third down, Brissett. This is caught. It's Cooks. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Gets around him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now Jackson on first down. Open man is Trey Burton. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Jackson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
54 Mike, right there. 54 Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Dolphins nothing.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check 55 to Mike.
Brissett to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing. Brissett. Complete. Smith has it. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. No gain, and it's second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Jackson will throw again. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup. And it's enough for a Dolphins first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and this is Cook with the ground. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. First foray into the red zone for Miami. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. They'll throw now on the final play. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out. We have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
D-line, get that quarterback. 55, no, 55. Now watch one.
Brissett sets to throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Nicole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Second and 5 now. Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Jackson now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Jackson on the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
55, check, 55, Mike. I got you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. From the 22, Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He's got Smith here. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Detroit. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat able to get him for a loss of about 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
From the 27, Brissett. He gets it to Cooks. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Looks good on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Jackson now, forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. First down, Brissett taking a deep shot here for... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. Now Brissett. He's going to let this go. Back of the... He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the game this season, as his guys continue to pour it on. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Hey, come on. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On third down, Brissett. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
They'll run it with Johnson. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
To Johnson again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach?
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
54's Mike. Check. Watch it go.
Brissett to throw on first. Caught. It's Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he's to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got you, boy.
And Jackson throwing once more, eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go. Ready? 6 yards. Check. I got it. He's checking. Crash.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Mecole Hardman the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
What we got?
Here's Brissett. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Detroit, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before